Today I'll want to share a very interesting story with you. The story is about a German girl and a Pakistani Sufi, you can say, or a person who is actually taking Islamic education and afterwards spreading Islamic education, which is typically in our society called as Maulana or Maulvi. Hello friends, I'm your host Umair and you are watching Pakistan Online. Today I'll want to share a very interesting story with you. The story is about a German girl and a Pakistani Sufi, you can say, or a person who is actually taking Islamic education and afterwards spreading Islamic education. So there's a story about a German girl and this man. And this story actually starts from an office. The thing is, the story begins like this, that there is a boy who work in a German engineering company. He is very handsome. He is very tall, dark, handsome, which desired by every woman that he is supposed to be his boyfriend or a husband. But the things are not going that way. In that particular office, there is a girl work over there. She is very, very, very beautiful. She is also an engineer because it's an engineering company, and everybody works over there are engineers. So that girl is who work over there is also an engineer. Everybody who tries to approach her, she is very to the point. She is very to the point. She actually talk not too much, only discusses about what she needs to and nothing else, and answer back. And if you ask something with her from her, actually, she actually responds you just the answer according to that question. So it's very kind of reserved kind of a girl, but she is very beautiful. Every German boy over there work, and every nationality who work over there, including that Pakistani boy, desire to getting approached to her and make a not ping pong kind of stuff, but actually make a good relation, build a good relation with her, make her a girlfriend or a wife, because she's not only beautiful but she is also kind and very humble kind of a girl. So every man needs that kind of woman in his life. So the same, everybody who works over there decide that she might be their girlfriend or a wife, but she is not that of type of girl. She is very kind of a reserved kind of a girl, and only stick herself according to the point where he wants to discuss, and nothing more than that. So the things going like that way, that with the passage of time, like 6 months passed, and now as today you know, all know that Muslims are these days have fast because there is Ramadan. There is also a Ramadan at that point of time. Over there, when a lunch break supposed to happen, so every person who the employee over there go and eat their lunch uh, in the break or some kind of a meal. But this girl who is very beautiful actually saw that boy, a Pakistani boy who is an engineer at work over there, who she saw that she didn't and he didn't actually eat anything. He actually just sit and doesn't eat anything. One day passed, 2 day passed, 3 day passed, and fourth day that girl, but he herself go to that boy and ask that why you didn't eat. So when the boy responds to that girl that he actually fasting, because this is Ramadan and Muslims supposed to take 30 days fasting, and in these days they don't eat, even not eat and not even drink. So when the boy responds to that girl, the girl getting excited, he wanted to know what is all about. So then the boy, then she sits in front of that boy, and the boy try to explain her that what is all about, kind of thing. So she explains that what is Ramadan, how the study starts, how Aftari ends, so and about something about this things. So she wants to take interest in this kind of stuff more and more. And every time he actually sits, the girl sits in front of that boy, on the only topic is Islam and religion. So she wants to know that about how the things going on, and constantly 6 months the boy is starting preaches to that girl that this is all about Islam, this is the thing, because the boy, the thing the boy all knows, explain that to the girl that this is all about Islam. So the thing that he said that if there is something missing, you can go to the local masjid or mosque to ask to know about more about Islam. So but she didn't share with that boy that went to the mosque, but she went and she further studied like 3 to 4 months of different Islamic books and different Islamic scholars. And afterwards, when she met him after 3 months actually, one day the boy saw him in hijab. Then on that particular day, the girl explained him, or tried to show him that she yesterday accept Islam, and now from higher onwards she now become Muslim. And she actually, that's why she wear a hijab, or a veil in English, you can say. So the things going on that way. Now the boy getting more impressed, and because now he actually thinks that now the pathway is very much settled, is the now the right pathway, because there is no Muslim over there, and only the Muslim works in that particular company or that particular department is that boy. So there is a way open for that boy. He thinks like that. So life, but he didn't has the courage to explain him that how well he needs to approach her, that how he explains that he is interested in marriage. But now the path is very clear. The path is very clear for him that he is the only Muslim, and it is the compulsion for any Muslim girl to marry a Muslim man. Uh, so now he actually feels that some kind of roses develop in his heart, and some kind of garden kind of stuff in his heart. He feels that probably now the way is clear for him. So when annual holidays is supposed to happen, like in Germany, as per law, 28 holidays allowed annually. So the same thing happened, and in a particular year, in near future, then the boy needs to discuss with the girl that what he actually wants, where she wants to go. The boy actually, the girl actually responded to the boy that she actually thinks like that, but she actually feels that he needs to go to Turkey, because to know more about Islam, the Islamic knowledge, kind of stuff. But uh, he actually said to the girl, because he actually explained that actual Islam exists in Pakistan. So you need to come to Pakistan, and there are a lot of scholars over there, and you can listen, you can hear, and you can get the knowledge whatever you want to. So the girl actually listened to that boy. So on one condition, she decided to go to Pakistan, that all the fundings, all the things, all the arrangements supposed to be happened by herself, not to bad boy. So the boy agreed. So on that particular day, the boy is so excited that he went to the airport 5 hours before, and he started waiting, because his heart is pumping like this, because his heart is pumping like this, because he actually wants to take her to his homeland. And before going to the homeland, he actually explained to his mom and his sisters, because one of his sister are actually uh, he's actually a master's in English and one is master in economics, so they know English very well. Her mother is also very educated. He actually belongs to a very good family of Lahore. They live in actually, if anybody knows about Lahore, they know about defense. So they live in the very posh area of Lahore. So he's a very well settled boy. He belongs to a very noble and rich family. So he actually explained that his family that girl is need to come to Pakistan and you have the duty to convince her to marry me. So on that day when the flight supposed to happen, the girl arrived late, but at last she arrived. When she arrived, so they decided to go to Pakistan and they went. So when his family actually comes to take him up, so they come outside jointly from the airport and the family welcome them, and they ask the girl that they need to come to his own house, but she refused. She said no, they don't want to. She actually arranged in a hotel and need to go to a hotel and then stay, and they decide what the further program will be. So at that particular time, the boy family allow her to go, and after a few days, he called. He called her mother actually. His mother actually called and requested the girl to come to his family, to come to his house and stay with her, with their family. But she again refused. No, she said no. I'm comfortable here. I try to live here. So his mother actually again requested that at least to come to a dinner or a lunch. So that request she accepted. So when she came, everybody over there, like his mother, his sisters, tried their best to convince that girl that they want that you married to their son or their brother, his brother or his son. But she only listened, but didn't respond in yes or no. She waited. She didn't express his explicit agreement on this particular thing. She actually listened and then keep herself quiet and didn't respond so much because she actually finds something different. She actually don't need that particular thing. She actually in search of a different thing which is actually not available or you're not seeing by him so right now. So the thing is like that. The things are going away because she is on tour, like on 20 days she is on Pakistan, and half the days passed and they have tried their best. The boy family tried their best to convince her, but she listened but no response. The same situation. One day, the thing like I'm telling you the story. Now the twist came in the story. This is a real story. This is a true story. This is not a created story. This is a true story. Now you can see that how destiny works. When the thing's supposed to happen, one day his cousin came to give something to his mother, to his aunt. His cousin just come to his house to visit and just to give something to his family. And the girl who sat over there, she is very beautiful, very kind, humble, and just see only one eye on that boy. That boy has a beard like this size, and he wears a cap like a Muslim, usually wears a cap and a beard. So the thing that he is in a particular Muslim touch, like a long beard that as per Sunnah prescribed, and the cap, white color cap as per the Muslim scholars or the Muslim people who serve Islam wear. So that boy is in a particular Islamic dress, and wear shalwar kameez as well, which is actually a national dress of Pakistan. So that girl actually asked boy's mother that she wants to ask some questions to that guy. So can she do that? So her mother said, yeah, obviously you can do that. So she went to that guy and she said that I want to ask something about Islam. So the boy who's actually who is actually a student in Jamia Ashrafia. Jamia Shafia is an institute in Lahore. It's Islamic teaching institute over there in Lahore. It's a very big institute. So if you ever visited to Lahore, you know that. Maybe many people know that. Who actually belongs to Lahore, obviously know that. But the people who are not supposed to, not belongs to Pakistan, maybe not know that the fact about it. So the very much scholarly place, or you can say Islamic teaching place. That boy is actually studied over there. So he knows very well about Islam, Hadith, and all kind of Islamic teaching. So he explain him the questions, different questions that a girl asked, like 2 questions he asked. But the thing is, which impressed the girl more, that the boy didn't take his eye. He didn't make an eye contact. He didn't make an eye contact. Only talk to that girl by his eye down on the floor, and just to answer what she asked. So when he explained that what are the questions about, what are the confusion at particular point of time, and clear that confusion to the girl requested him that can she take his number, because if she has any confusion, that she needs to then she also needs to ask him further. So the boy agreed, and then the boy gave his number, and then he went away. And after like 2 or 3 days, the girl called him, and then asked many different questions. And one day, like when his flight, nearby 2 days after his flight, 2 days before his flight actually, 2 days before his flight, the girl actually asked the boy that if he has no problem, then she wants to marry that particular boy. You know what surprise is all about? That she actually wants to marry that particular boy. So, which is very actually amazing thing. So the boy, despite of the thing that this is actually a deep-rooted thing, which is a culturally, which is a traditional thing for all of us, and we are proud about all this kind of thing. That despite saying yes to the girl, which is very beautiful, which is very kind, humble, a German, because if he said abruptly yes, then he might get a better lifestyle comparatively to the living in Pakistan. But because he is very deep rooted, his upbringing is very nice. Despite responding to the girl a yes, he abruptly said that he asked his own father and then respond. It's very shocking actually. Usually it's not supposed to happen. Like most of the person who do that kind of thing is very much ready to accept, because the girl comes straight away and then asks, and she is like a dream girl, you can say. She is very beautiful, like she's kind, humble, all the qualities and every man wants in his wife. She possessed all the things, and despite of all, he actually didn't respond her that very well or abruptly. He actually said that he wants to ask that thing to his father and then respond. So the same he did. His father responds that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the chance to spread his message outside the country. This is the way, because the thing you need to do here, the Allah give you the chance to do this thing for him in another country in Europe. So you have the responsibility. Everybody not give the chance. Everybody not is destined like you. So you must avail this. You must accept her offer. So then he explained. He actually then afterwards he said yes to the girl, and then very next day they went to the masjid, and then they do nikah. And very next day, like if on the same particular day, on the same day, she went to the embassy. She went to the German embassy, and then on that particular embassy, they talked to the consular directly that I came to Pakistan for holidays. I like a boy. I marry him. This is my certificates, and this is all kind of thing. I don't want to take a mess and try to do a certain kind of documentation. Documents will happen. I don't even bother. Can you give him a multiple visa to go with me? So the girl is so much impressive. Her personality is so much charming, or her personality is so much appealing to that counselor, and the salary she possessed, the position she had, and all the things impressed the counselor so much uh, that he immediately gave that boy a 5-year multiple visa. So the thing, 5-year multiple visa, and that particular boy fly with that girl very next day. They book a flight and then they went and come to Germany and spend their life happily. And now about discussing the whole story. What are the things we learn or we find from this story? Number one thing is this story is that the life is unpredictable. You can't say what will happen with you very next day. It's impossible. So second, you don't even know where your life partner exists. So the same. So you can say that your life partner exists maybe in any part of the world. Your life partner exists. And third, that what is, you can see that what is the power of Islam, how Islam attracts people, how Islam has the capability to attract other nationalities and other non-Muslims, and they do such kind of steps, which is very bold, which is very not so much easy to take such kind of steps. And fourth thing, that one plan made by you and second plan made by Allah, and the thing which is supposed to happen is the second plan which is made by Allah. So the thing is fourth position, fourth thing like that. And the boy who didn't ever imagine that how the thing supposed to happen to him, how the things went the tables, how the table turns, he didn't even imagine about it. And the fifth thing, you need to learn this, that if you want to reach something, there are a lot of people who are actually take your hands to leads toward that particular thing. And because the thing is like that, the destiny actually, that she actually wants to marry that particular Maulvi or Molana, but the path is actually the boy who is actually serving in that particular girl engineering company. So you don't know that which person is who, and by taking your hand to leads to where, to leads to which your ultimate path, you just not know about it. So life is all about surprises. You can also learn from this. You can also learn from this story. And the last thing which I actually learned, this is my personal thing, and I personally evolved by after listening this story, because I particularly think like that if you are make yourself specific, you don't find the best. But if you are don't make yourself specific, believe me, you find the best. So please don't make yourself specific in choosing persons. Just be humble, kind, and just trust yourself, just trust Allah. Just don't know now what happens in the future. You don't know about it. Because your future is unpredictable. Just have faith and just wait for your time. Just wait for your zone, because everybody has a zone and everybody has to take or achieve something at a particular zone or a particular time. So I hope that this story likes you so much, and if you like it, so kindly share my video, kindly subscribe my channel, and so other people also know this interesting story about a German girl and a Pakistani boy. So, and in the end, I want to tell you that on the next video, I am explaining about what is the difference between marriage and love, and how we take it in our real life actually. So stay tuned. Till then, Allah Hafiz, stay safe and stay blessed.